Never have enough wood chips. We get these from a local tree trimming company and a few tree trimming companies. And so we got quite a few piles here. This is just one area. Probably had hundreds of loads come since we've been getting chips for the last few years. And we got this tractor somewhat recently, and it's a 45 horse Coyote, and we got a 1.5 yard turkey litter bucket from Ironcraft. And then heaped, it's going to hold more than that. I'm thinking around 2 yards. So this thing works great for wood chips, light material. It'll do a little bit of heavier material, but not all the way full, or maybe just flat like rocks. But then it's got these holes in here for sight, so you wouldn't want little pebbles falling through that. But it works really good. This is so what we're going to do here. I'm just showing y'all how much it holds, quite a bit. But goal here today is to get this pile consolidated. There's a few logs in here. We're going to try to get those logs out of here, and I'll show y'all when we get it consolidated. But this is the best way to do if you want to build soil, compost, and wood chips. Now it is advisable to let your wood chips age. If you want, you can use fresh wood chips. So we still got to cut the grass right here, but this is an example of one of our orchards. Just a pear orchard, and then we've got persimmon and loquat, pineapple, guava, and blackberries in there. So we're in the process of cutting the grass today. Farmhand's working on that. But if you want to use fresh wood chips, it's okay if you put that on top. Where you really would want to avoid putting fresh wood chips is in like a annual vegetable garden, because that's going to pull your nitrogen from your soil. But as far as fruit trees go, it's not too bad, because that will stunt the grass a little bit. Some of this had been topped off, but the grass is going to grow through that. So basically our goal this year, before we plant some more trees in here, I'm going to come in with a good layer of wood chips and compost. And what we want to do basically is double up these pears. Right now they're on a 15-foot spacing, and we want to double that up, since pears, as you can see on these, tend to grow more vertically. So we'll keep our same spacing between the rows this way, but we're going to double up like in between these. So we'll put like a tree here, tree there. So it'll be 7.5 foot. I got a bunch of trees on order from Dave Wilson, so it's going to be like pears you can't get at the local nurseries over here. And I'm really excited about that. But what I'm trying to do here is get these to break down a little bit, consolidate these piles, and then some of this is going to go on our trail over here. As you can see, there's at least one pile that has logs in it, and they kind of get hidden in the pile. So we'll see how many is actually in there. Just from the one wood chip pile, the logs in there, and I got another one had a little bit more logs in it. And it's a little bit too wet today. Actually gonna hold off on scooping this all into one pile. I got one little bit right here. But they'll still compost in these piles. You want at least 1 yard minimum, so 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot, for them to be able to start composting, which says they're all well over a yard.